It's a big deal for me. I have this new electric wheelchair for traveling, and I'm gonna take it, go to the airport by myself, and travel solo to meet a friend to go to a concert. It's another milestone. I have anxiety about some parts of this. Have a great therapist. Talked about some strategies. I practiced with my kids for a moment that will happen a few times when I will be in my electric wheelchair, need to carry both my backpack and my big red rollator, and I spend an hour in front of the kids working out. Okay, the backpack goes on back, the rollator folds up, it sits across my knees. I practice moving around. I'm ready for this and so excited to try it. Go see my friend, go to the show, right? And the car to the airport goes well. The guy's super helpful, putting the wheelchair and the walker in his car. The sky caps are great. Should they check the rollator, the walker thing? And I head to security. Now, I just received this electric wheelchair. My previous one had shorted out. I got caught in a rainstorm and they had sent me a new one. And they waved me around. I can't walk. I have a metal device implanted now. I can't go through a scanner. They send me around the gate. Now the guy comes up and he has this little white cloth, right? It looks like an alcohol swab, and he runs it over the chair and parts of me to do the test. What are they testing for? Explosives residue. This has probably happened to you at some point. They run it through your bag or something, right? Well, this is what they do, and it alarms. And I think, holy shit, the person who had this chair before me was a gun enthusiast or set off fucking fireworks or something. Well, what a bummer. But I have no explosives on me, so search where you need to, it's fine. And he says, now his face is really covered with kind of an epic COVID mask. So, and he has a hat, so all I see is this. And he says, I'm gonna patting you down. Would you like a private room? And I said, no, it's fine. Do whatever you need. Um, and when I've had this in the past, they use the back of their hands. This guy squeezed me under both arms. So I have, as part of PLS, a really intense startle reflex. And he does this, and I jump, and I'm instantly shaking. My left arm is the most has the most spasticity. My left arm is bouncing all around. I'm sobbing and shaking. My arm is bouncing from this really intense startle. And I just yell at the guy, get away from me. Don't touch me. I want somebody else. Go away. I'm sobbing. I'm shaking all over. My head's in my hands. And a supervisor, comes over and kneels down. And thankfully, I'm able to get it together enough to say, hey, it's okay. I have a really intense startle reflex, and he squeezed me under both arms. You can search me, but you may not squeeze me. Do you understand? He's like, yeah, of course. And he does another uh, like pat down, and he's really good about saying, I'm gonna touch here, I'm gonna touch here. He's focused more on the chair than me, but he does a normal TSA version of this, and he runs his gloves through, and he can't even get it to alarm, and says, wait, what alarm before? And the guy says, oh, just the chair. So it was the fucking chair, but he still body searched me and squeezed me just like that's his personal touch he has. And the guy says, hey, you can go, I'm sorry. And I turn and I'm in my electric wheelchair, shaking, trying to figure out where my gate is. At this point, I'm questioning whether being alone was a good idea. I desperately want, there's signs right that tell you family restroom, and different doors go to different areas, and I think what I really want right now is a sign that says sobbing room. I just want to go and sob and exorcise this feeling from my body. I'm fully traumatized, but that's not available. I want water, I want food. I go to a couple places and realize I can't look at anybody right now. Finally, I find a place I feel like I can reach what I want and have a brief interaction. And starting with this person who helps me by she realizes this guy can't carry everything I'm giving him and operate his chair. She puts it in a bag, and this begins this new trend of anybody who's nice to me in the airport. I start sobbing, completely sobbing. You, thank you. I say as I go away. The gate for my flight feels really crowded. I'm really early, so I'm find a spot by myself further away in this really calm guy. It was like read, he kind of read, well, this guy has some shit going on. And he came up to me really calmly and said, "Hi, we're going to tell him and point to that gate over there." And he says, "All right, you stay right here. I'm gonna go get you set up with a better seat and we'll talk about your chair." And he just went out of his way. He was really well trained. The airlines are really well trained to help ADA folks. He was great. The check-in person was so great. They take me down first. My chair collapses and I sort of support myself on the sides of the inside of the plane to get to my chair. Every time someone's kind, I tear up or cry. But I got through it and it was the beginning of the trip and it was all positive from there. Everybody I saw, the concert, everybody on the way back was so positive. And when I got to security on the way back, the guy's like, "Hey, so I'm gonna," and I said two things. My chair alarmed last time, and if you need to search me, I have a very intense starter reflex. Go slow and don't squeeze me. And he was like, "Oh man, I don't want to touch you. I'm just gonna look at the chair. I'm just gonna swipe the chair here." So no issues with security all the way back, and it's a huge deal to have that under my belt, and I have confidence now that I can be independent and take a trip like this to see people or do things that felt like too much before.